In a quaint village nestled between mist-covered mountains, there lived a venerable old monk named Koji. His days were spent in quiet meditation, tending to the village's temple and offering guidance to those who sought his wisdom. One day, a young and eager traveler arrived at the village, his eyes filled with ambition and his heart set on achieving great success. He had heard of the monk's renowned wisdom and sought his guidance on his journey. With a serene smile, Koji welcomed the traveler and motioned for him to sit. "I sense your thirst for success, young one," Koji began, his voice a soothing melody. "Allow me to share a story that might illuminate the path ahead." Long ago, in a distant kingdom, there lived a skilled archer named Hiro. He possessed remarkable talent and a bow that seemed an extension of his arm. Hiro's dream was to become renowned throughout the land for his unmatched prowess with the bow and arrow. However, his path was beset by 5 formidable adversaries, the greatest enemies of success. Intrigued, the young traveler leaned in, his eyes fixed on the old monk's face as he listened intently. Koji continued, "The first adversary was doubt. It would creep into Hiro's thoughts whenever he stood before his bow. Doubt whispered that his skill was inadequate, shattering his confidence like fragile glass. The second adversary was distraction," Koji continued, his eyes gazing off into the distance as if recounting the past. As Hiro aimed his arrow, his mind would often wander to distant places, picturing the admiration and accolades he would receive in the future. This constant mental wandering pulled his focus away from the present moment. "The third adversary was impatience," Koji said with a knowing nod. Hiro wanted immediate results. He grew frustrated when his arrows missed the target, failing to realize that true mastery is born from steady practice and unwavering perseverance. The young traveler nodded in understanding, recognizing the truth in Koji's words. Koji's voice grew softer as he spoke of the fourth adversary. The fourth adversary was the fear of failure. Hiro's heart would race at the mere thought of missing a shot or disappointing others. This fear caused his hands to tremble, his aim to falter, and his potential to remain trapped. Pausing for a moment, Koji continued. "And finally, the fifth adversary was ego. Hiro's longing for recognition and praise inflated his ego, blinding him to the essence of his craft. He became more concerned with impressing others than with honing his skill for its own sake." The young traveler leaned back, lost in thought as he contemplated the enemies of success. Koji's words seemed to strike a chord within him, resonating with his own aspirations and struggles. "One fateful day," Koji's voice carried on, "Hiro encountered a wise old archer who had conquered these very adversaries. This mentor taught Hiro to view doubt as a humble teacher, reminding him to remain open to learning. Distraction became a lesson in mindfulness, training Hiro to anchor his mind to the present moment with each arrow he nocked. Through his mentor's guidance," Koji's voice took on a tone of reverence, "impatience transformed into patience, and Hiro began to appreciate the value of gradual growth. Fear of failure became a lesson in courage, urging Hiro to face challenges with an unwavering heart. Ego, the most subtle adversary of all, taught Hiro to find joy in the pure act of shooting, to relish in the very essence of his craft." With a serene smile, Koji concluded, "And so Hiro embarked on a new journey. No longer was he solely focused on mastering archery. He had embarked on the greater journey of mastering his own heart. With each arrow he let loose, he dissolved the enemies of doubt, distraction, impatience, fear of failure, and ego. And as these inner battles waned, his arrows found their mark effortlessly." The young traveler was deeply moved by the story, his heart lighter and his purpose clearer. With a grateful bow to the wise old monk, he rose from his seat, ready to embrace the path of self-mastery on his quest for success. As he left the temple, the soft whisper of the wind seemed to carry Koji's words, reminding him that success was not solely an external conquest, but an internal journey of conquering oneself.